Person of the Day award goes to Danileigh. And let me tell you why. Danileigh is in the city of Chicago. I don't know why. Probably got a high school appearance. Who the hell knows? But she was set to do an interview with the morning show. And she requested that I, Kendra G, be removed from the interview because she was uncomfortable talking to me. Girlfriend, this ain't wilding out. You ain't gonna be Simone me. Now your whole interview has been canceled. But I'm trying to figure out, why didn't you want to talk to me in the first place? I actually been on the radio defending your honor. I really felt the way when your baby daddy played you on that infamous IG Live and I defended you on the radio. Now, shout out to B. Simone, who I know in real life, rock with in real life. But I actually understood why you didn't want to do Wild 'N Out with her. But I'm still trying to figure out why the hell you ain't want to talk to me. Now, are you nervous? I'm going to ask you the questions that need to be asked. Like, are you still sleeping with your baby daddy after he beat your brother up and played you on the IG Live? And you know what? I probably would have asked you that question because I need to know. Because if you forgave him, that means I need to forgive him. Are you nervous I was going to bring up that whack-ass Yellowbone song? Girlfriend, I don't care. You can make a song about your skin tone and celebrate it. I love being a dark-skinned woman. Ain't no whack-ass song like that going to make me insecure about my complexion. Are you nervous that I was going to ask you, like, how did it feel to be a girlfriend thinking you was better than all the baby mamas just to become a baby mama and get treated worse? And you know what, Danileigh? I probably would have asked you all those questions because guess what? That's my job. That's what I do. I ask the questions that the people want to know. Maybe you should focus on your job, be in the studio and make a hit, and we got to talk about your music and not about your personal life. That's not my fault that your personal life is more relevant than your music. That's your fault. You around here trying to get people removed from interviews. It don't go down like that. Now you missed out on an opportunity to have a radio interview on #1 urban station in Chicago. And guess what? This opportunity might not come around again because your music ain't popping. So with that being said, sit your goofy ass down. Enjoy Chicago while you're here.
So I wanted to come on and touch on this story from Kendra G. Now, I guess Danileigh is in Chicago. Yeah, I don't know. Well, let me give you guys my take on what I think it is. This is all allegedly. This is just for conversation purposes. I'm not accusing anyone of anything, but I am. No, this is just what I believe. All jokes aside, and I said this already, like, who is she that she's allowed to walk around and tell people they got to leave their job for the day because she walking in? Or, it's unheard of, to be honest. And if you were going to hear things like that, you would think it would be from a top money earning, top desired artist, right? Someone, when I say that, somebody that everybody wants to interview with, that's what I mean when I say that. So it makes you wonder, well, what's giving her the impression that she has a right to do this? Because I think the answer for Danileigh is just not to go. No one's forcing her to do these interviews. There are a lot of celebrities who don't do interviews until they have a project that's literally coming out, right? They don't go around doing interviews all the time. They're not on the magazine covers, in the magazines, going to the YouTubers and, it just really participating in all this social media stuff that goes on out here. They're not doing that. So she has the option to say, I just don't want to do these interviews. And I think that is the answer. I think when you start pretending like people are going to do things to you that they have not done to you, and I understand people are trying to defend her by saying B. Simone was dissing her in a diss song or whatever, and then they were both seeing. And like I said in that last video, let's not pretend like all these people are not dating each other, because all of them are dating each other, right? Somebody was with Kanye between the Kim and the Amber Rose, and they knew each other. Okay, so that's not an uncommon story. It is not new. This just didn't start in 2000, in year 2000. Okay, people have been doing this. Okay, these men and these women are going to date each other. They're either going to make it public or they're not. Right? It's kind of like the Megan and the baby story, right? If he would not have put that out there, we would not have known that. So That's all I'm saying with that. So for her to have take this attitude that she thinks that B Simone is going to somehow try to do something to her, without her really doing anything like that. And B Simone do not have the reputation of beating anybody up or harassing anybody down to the wild and out or anything like that. I don't see any stories out here like that. So there's no reason for her to try to put that stigma on B Simone and on Kendra or any black woman, because that's what she's doing. She's saying, she's making it come off like these women are going to try to embarrass her or whatever it is that she thinks. And so if you think that, then just don't go. But for you to put that in the air is racist. That's just how I feel about it. I don't care who she's sleeping with. Y'all love to try to pretend like just because somebody have slept with somebody, or, a lot of these women are getting with these men because of their what they can do for them as well. But y'all don't want to have that conversation. But that's also a true statement. So everything that's going on out here ain't always about love. So we're not gonna play that game on this channel. But y'all can play that game in your own mind. But here's what I think is behind her really doing it. I think it's Timbaland. I think even with the Wild 'N Out thing, and I think I said that, I felt like Nick Cannon probably played a huge part in her being able to make what she was requesting happen, because she could go directly to him, or she probably could have Timbaland go directly to him, because I believe Timbaland is working with her, and I feel like he's probably the one that's probably taking her request. That's just my opinion. Now, he can come out here and say he don't have nothing to do with it. I don't know. But I feel like there has to be somebody behind her that she feels will protect her. Because I don't see a solo artist who's not really a huge artist. Please tell me the huge hit that she has had, because I don't know. And when I go on the mainstream blogs, the Page Sixes and all these other mainstream outlets, I don't see stories about her. Only time I see anything about her is when the baby is involved. And so, and that's because of her association with him. So let's be clear about that. This is not about her. It is usually about him. So we're going to be honest about that. So I feel like it's probably Timbaland that's making her feel like she can walk around like this, because he's going to go behind her and clean it up. Now, to my understanding, she put the statement out saying that she didn't even know about the interview. So maybe she's trying to say that whoever is booking interviews for her, they were the one who said it to the radio station. So that would clear her of making this request if she's going to try to say her booker is the one doing this. But I do feel like Timbaland or whoever is behind her need to tell her to tone this down. I understand if you feel like intimidated in some kind of way that in your mind, because I don't really, like I said, Kendra doesn't have that reputation. B Simone don't have that. I don't see anything about B Simone out here like that. These are not the women that people should feel like they have to have fear of. Okay, they don't give me Wendy Williams at all. I feel like he should tell her to tone that down. That's not a good look, and it's coming off racist, because she's now have done this to yet another black woman. And even though I don't know what B Simone is, I believe she is perceived as a black girl. I don't know what she is. Whatever she is, she's a woman of color, and so she needs to stop doing that. Just don't go. Like, you don't need to do these interviews. But for you thinking you're going to rearrange somebody's seating or somebody's schedule, or if they can be seen on set and all this stuff, that's not cute. Like, Beyonce not out here doing that. If Beyonce didn't want to interview with somebody, she just don't interview with them. She never interviewed with Wendy, right? I think the last time she went interview with Wendy was probably with Destiny's Child. So let's not pretend like somebody who like that is, if they can be respectful of someone's ability to have a job, that somehow Danileigh can't do the same thing. I think that is rude. I think that is disrespectful, like I said in the other video, because what she's doing is kind of building this stigma around these women that somehow they're petty, that they're messy, that they're going to do things to her, and nobody's done anything to her. You know, yeah, B. Simone made a diss song, but so did Danileigh. She made a diss song as well. So where she's not, all this victimhood while not being a victim is that part for me. Is that part for me? You guys can let me know what you think about all of this. Do you think that it is the guy's minor? Because like I said, I believe Nick Cannon. She probably could have called up Nick Cannon, and he probably would have done. Because these people set out in the industry with a colorist mindset anyway, and they will allow certain women to treat the other woman a certain way instead of them saying, that shit's petty, because it's kind of petty that she's going around doing that, and for her to have yet another story out here, and at the same time she could be doing it for attention, right? Maybe she's trying to sell some tickets, maybe she's looking for a little sympathy, empathy, because these black women are speaking up. So, oh, the black women speaking up, we need to go buy some concert tickets and show her support, whatever. But yeah, and I feel like they should continue to put her on blast, because it's racist for anybody to be out here doing stuff like that. You don't have a right to try to rearrange someone's job, and Kendra doesn't have that reputation of having that type of interview style, and I don't think B. Simone as well. Who has she embarrassed or wilded out in 9 years that she said that she's been on there? Let me know in the comments. And as far as, like I said, as far as that diss song, she made a diss song as well, and it was a generalized diss song on top of that. So, yeah, no, I don't think that she's a victim. Sorry. And I don't think it's appropriate. I think it's inappropriate for a new artist or an artist of her caliber, because she's not a major star out here, for her to be out here telling somebody they can't come to work that day. She's definitely doing that for attention, or she's really not wanting to talk to these people. Then just don't go. That's the answer, right? What do you guys think it is? Do you think Timbaland is in the background saying, "Oh, I'll clean it up for you"? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.
Nothing about this is racist. I can't put my finger on it, but